He was called a genius, a rebel, a visionary, and even a madman. But above all, Steve Jobs was someone who believed he could change the world, and he did. With a restless mind and extraordinary determination, he transformed a garage in California into an empire that redefined technology, design, and the way we live. But behind the lights, fame, and iconic products lies a story filled with failures, fresh starts, and profound lessons about life. The beginning of a restless mind. Steve Jobs was born in 1955 in California and was adopted as a baby. From an early age, he showed curiosity about everything, dismantling devices, creating projects, and questioning rules. He studied at Reed College, but dropped out because he believed school limited his creativity. Even outside of classes, he continued attending calligraphy and design workshops, which, years later, would influence the sleek design of Apple products. If you like stories that change the world, then support my work by buying something through the link below, support by sharing, writing, or leaving a like. Let's go! In 1976, at just 21 years old, Jobs co-founded Apple with his friend Steve Wozniak in a simple garage. The goal was simple yet bold, to put a personal computer in every home, something that seemed impossible at the time. The rise and fall. The first major success came with the Apple II, followed shortly by the Macintosh, the first computer with a user-friendly graphical interface. But success also brought conflicts. Jobs was a perfectionist, demanding, and impatient. His ideas were often seen as madness within the very company he created. In 1985, he was fired from Apple, the company he founded. It was a hard blow. But as he would say years later, being fired from Apple was the best thing that ever happened to me. The freedom allowed me to enter the most creative period of my life. Reinvention. After leaving Apple, Jobs created a new company called Next and bought a small animation studio called Pixar. No one imagined that from there would come Toy Story, the first fully computer-animated feature film. Pixar revolutionized cinema, and Next was eventually bought by Apple itself. And so, in 1997, Steve Jobs returned to the company that had rejected him. But this time, he brought with him a new vision. The digital revolution. Back in charge, Jobs launched products that forever changed the relationship between people and technology. iMac, with its colorful and modern design. iPod, which put 1,000 songs in your pocket. iPhone, which reinvented the cell phone. iPad, which paved the way for a new era of mobility. More than just creating devices, Jobs created experiences. He believed that technology and art should go hand in hand, and that each product should make the heart sing. Philosophy and legacy. Jobs was not just an inventor, he was a storyteller. For him, the secret lay in uniting technology, emotion, and simplicity. In one of his most famous speeches, he said, "Your time is limited. Don't waste it living someone else's life. Have the courage to follow your heart and intuition." Even after his death in 2011, Steve Jobs' legacy lives on in every screen we touch, in every song we hear, in every idea that springs from someone who believes in the impossible. The story of Steve Jobs is proof that those who dream differently are the ones who change the world. He failed, fell, was rejected, but he never gave up on his vision. And that is why, even after he left, he continues to inspire generations to think differently.